I don't care how much pain he's in. This is a private hospital, not a charity." Dr. Harrison, the hospital's top surgeon, shouted at the nurses. In front of him, an elderly man in a torn coat was clutching his chest, gasping for air. "Please, doctor." "I don't have money, but my heart," Dr. Harrison sneered. "If you can't pay, you can't stay." Security, take him to the public clinic across town. He had no idea that in exactly 10 minutes he would be on his knees. Begging this old man for forgiveness, Dr. Harrison was a man who had forgotten the Hippocratic Oath. He only cared about his reputation and his high fees. He believed that poor people were a burden on the medical system. The old man, Mr. Wilson, was a retired teacher who had spent his whole life helping orphans. He lived in a tiny apartment and gave most of his pension to the local children's home. He hadn't come to the hospital for himself, he had come because he had a secret to share. As security was dragging Mr. Wilson out, his wallet fell to the floor and popped open. A small, faded photograph slid out and landed at Dr. Harrison's feet. The doctor looked down, intending to kick it away, but his eyes froze. The photo was of a young boy in a hospital bed, holding the hand of the same man he was just throwing out. On the back of the photo, it was written, "To my hero, Mr. Wilson, for saving my life when no one else would. Young Harrison, 1995. Dr. Harrison's world stopped spinning. He remembered, 20 years ago he was a poor orphan with a deadly heart condition. A kind teacher had sold his only house to pay for Harrison's surgery, giving him a chance to become a doctor. Harrison had searched for that man for years, but never found him until now. "Stop! Bring him back!" Harrison screamed, his voice breaking. He ran to the hallway and caught Mr. Wilson just as he was collapsing. Dr. Harrison performed the surgery himself, refusing to leave the operating room for 12 hours. When Mr. Wilson finally woke up, Harrison was sitting by his bed, crying. "Sir, why didn't you tell me who you were?" Mr. Wilson smiled weakly. "I didn't want you to save me because you owed me, Harrison. I wanted you to save me because I was a human being in pain." Harrison realized that while he had become a great surgeon, he had become a terrible human. From that day on, Harrison opened a free wing in the hospital for those who couldn't pay. Never forget the hands that helped you when you had nothing. Success is hollow if you lose your humanity on the way to the top. God brings people back into our lives to test if we still have the heart they once saved. Be kind to everyone, for they may be the reason you are where you are today. If you believe in giving back, leave a heart in the comments and write. Gratitude is life. Subscribe to Timeless Motivational Stories for more lessons that change lives.